Now, we spoke to Prabhakar yesterday on the show. I've actually got him with us live right now. Prabs, how are you?
Excellent, and congratulations for getting my name right.
Yeah, it's finally happened.
Prabhakar. I'm sorry, it's taken me a while, but we spoke yesterday. We had a great conversation. You owned a lot of the radio actually yesterday.
Yeah, and then, sorry, I botched up the last part of it though.
No, you did fantastic. Now, you told us yesterday that you've got your own podcast, and this is what happened yesterday when Prabhakar told us he's got his own podcast. Have a listen to this. Ready?
Guys, I do write blog posts and also audio podcasts on wine. I'd love it if you guys feature me or listen to me and read me.
Okay.
I'm not promoting another show on my show, dude. I'm doing all I can to get all the listeners, and you want me to send them over to yours? What do you talk about?
Well, the blog post is on Random Musings, a series called Random Musings, and the audio podcast is on wine, a Wannabe Wine Connoisseur.
Okay, well, there you go. So that was yesterday, Prabhakar. Now, we've got you live with us today.
Uh-huh.
I want to play some of your podcasts.
It's happening.
So we're going to put your podcasts on the show next.
So kind and generous of you guys. I appreciate it.
All right, I've got 43 seconds of the podcast, and it's going to go next, okay?
Perfecto.
Are you ready for your worldwide debut?
Thank you.
All right, now, I know that the whole podcast is about wine, which is not the easiest to do here in this country.
Yeah.
But we're gonna work it out somehow.
Yeah.
All right. So Prabhakar, can you hold on? I'm gonna play a song here, and then we're gonna go into you. All right.
Sure.
All right. Hold on. Think about how you want to introduce your podcast as well, because I will throw it to you. All right.
All right.
Prabhakar is up next. His worldwide debut on radio for his podcast.
Worldwide exclusive.
Exclusive.
On radio for a podcast.
Yeah. We're bringing it all together.
Yeah, synergy.
Next on Jason Derulo's station, Take You Dancing, Virgin Radio. So yesterday on the show, obviously you told us that you had your podcast. We were all like, yay, great. We're not going to promote your podcast on our radio show. We're trying to obtain all the listeners we possibly can. But, I've had a change of heart in the last 24 hours. I thought, let's give him the platform.
Well, you did promise him.
I did promise. How long you been doing a podcast for, man?
I've started it a couple of months ago.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And what a lot of people are starting podcasts. What made you want to start your own podcast?
Well, in fact, the COVID stay-at-home has some silver linings. It gives us some extra time to do things we love to do.
Yep.
But this is something I love, and I started doing it in addition to writing a blog post. So
That's awesome.
Good on you, mate. Good on you.
It's really good quality. Like, have you got good equipment and all of that?
No, just speaking to my iPhone and use an audio stripper. That's about it.
That's
Sounds
great.
good.
Yeah, no, technology, man, allows everyone to do what we do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Don't say that.
Yeah,
Take
yeah.
that back.
You don't
Anyone
need
can do
any,
it.
you don't need any talent, and you don't need any
say
equipment.
that.
You basically could be us. No talent, but we have good equipment. We're like the kid at the basketball that's never played basketball before, but we've rocked up in all the Air Jordans and all the good equipment.
All the gear, no idea.
Yeah, exactly. Now, Prabhakar, what is your podcast about?
Well, it's about wine and my love for wine, which I've developed over the last several years. That's what the podcast is about.
You don't have a problem or anything we need to talk to you about, like your love for it. It's not like too much love for it, is it?
He's a connoisseur.
All right. Well, we ready to... What's the name of the podcast?
The name of the podcast is the Wannabe Wine Connoisseur.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
All right. Would you like to give it its official intro here on Virgin?
I'm honored. Let me do it. You know what? In life, sometimes one gets lucky. I did for sure by having a fantastic journey with a company called Agreco. We grew our business from $10 million in revenue a year to $1 billion in 10 years' time. And along with that, I had a journey across the world, right from Fiji through Australia, Asia, Middle East, Africa, into Latin America. And along with work came some good time with friends and colleagues, and wine featured big time. So that's how I picked up my interest in wines. And I've decided to do a podcast on it. And I've also done a course on wines from the Wines and Spirits Education Trust from the UK. And so that helped me put this podcast together. And I'm going strong.
Well done.
That's
how it all started,
amazing.
and that's how it's going. Thank you.
Well, I love it. Out of all the podcasts you could have done, I wish it wasn't about wine just because we're on the radio. But, but here we go. I'm going to play a little bit of it for everyone. I think we're all mature enough to have a listen to this.
Yes.
Well done.
cuántas lunas que se van.
In the last episode, we heard about a South African blended red wine, the Chocolate Block from Derek Shepherd from Scotland. This week, we have another treat from a very different part of the world. As you would have already guessed, we moved to Latin America. I love the South American people, their friendly nature, their family values, their love for fitness, sport, and looking good. They celebrate the body beautiful. I also love their food and the Espanol and Portuguese they speak there.
Now that's just a short snippet of what Prabhakar does.
But it's really good.
What a voice you've got.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys.
I'm a little threatened actually about the quality of your voice.
Good, isn't it? Yeah.
I'm ready to sit back, relax,
Yeah.
and listen to that. So where do we go to listen to this? What do we search on Google, Ross? You've got all the ins and outs of it all.
Well, you sent it through to us yesterday, didn't you, Prabhakar? Can you
Hi,
just...
Big Rossi.
Yeah, just let us know the website again if you can.
Rossi's got no idea. I threw to the only thing I threw to you about.
Look, it takes
It's
ages for my
Buzz.
voice.
I'll tell
Thank you.
Buzzsprout.com.
That's it.
Buzzsprout.com.
Yeah.
And then the podcast is called A Wannabe Wine Connoisseur.
Go and follow his podcast. I think that's super cool to support the local and your talent. Mate, can I ask how old you are, Prabhakar?
Say again, please.
How old are you, mate?
53.
Look at that. See, 53 and starting something new that you've never done before as a podcast. We applaud that here on the show.
Yeah.
Well done.
That's fantastic.
Thank you, guys. Really, really kind of you. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me.
And I'm looking at your profile picture right now on the podcast. You're sitting out front. You're at the Opera Bar in Sydney, right in front of the Harbour Bridge and the Opera House. One of my favourite spots
right.
back home. So well done.
Absolutely right.
Took you there, Pretty, remember?
Yeah, we
sat
went
there and had something to eat and the seagulls were attacking us.
Yes, it was so lovely.
And she freaked out.
Yeah.
Nearly had an anxiety attack. Prabhakar, love it, mate. Keep it up. And thank you so much for listening to us as well.
Thank you so much. And look up my blog post as well.
That's enough, bro. Just stop. That's enough.
We've given away thousands of dirhams of prizes.
Virgin Radio.